has those things they loved back in the day, and then they revisit it a few years later, and it's just not quite what it used to be. If you aren't totally sure what I'm talking about, then you obviously didn't see the title of this video. I'm talking about King of the Monsters. Now, on its surface, you would immediately think that King of the Monsters should be a smash hit. Giant monsters destroying major cities while wrestling? I mean, what could go wrong? Well, nothing really for the Neo Geo, but for the Super Nintendo, holy crap. As games would go from big screaming arcade machines to little home consoles, things would inevitably change, and King of the Monsters just could not escape that fate. The Super Nintendo just couldn't match the power of the Neo Geo. It was physically impossible. I mean, the Super Nintendo had literally 10% of the memory to work with. It wasn't going to look good, or sound as good, or play as well, and they were going to cut a third of the characters to boot. Oh, crap. But at its core, King of the Monsters was still about giant generic monsters beating the crap out of each other, right? I mean, you could shoot, pile drive, and bear hug fake movie monsters all to your heart's content inside a condemned Japanese city. Now, think about this for a second. Instead of setting up a ring somewhere in the countryside, the Japanese government stuck some electrical barriers in their cities and just left their people for dead. Oh, wow, that is hilariously horrific. Okay, so that's pretty funny, but what's not funny is that you can hardly pull those moves off because the controls blow my balls. And you wanna know what else sucks my nads? This little yellow bar. It's your stamina bar. When it's all red, you gotta mash buttons harder to get up after you've been knocked down. You saw this in a lot of SNK games back in the day, and it may have worked for the Neo Geo, but for the Super Nintendo, nah. Unfortunately, King of the Monsters is just another example of how far ahead the Neo Geo was, but I'll let our buddy Keith Apicary tell you about that.
Come on, people. Neo Geo is the greatest system of our time. I will always be faithful to Neo Geo. You could say that I'm a neo-Nazi. No, wait, you couldn't say that. Don't say that.